Kansas. All they celebrate being a part of a team, but remember, every time, no matter the reason, no matter how far, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Beginning our broadcast of Governor Volleyball, taking a look at the state of volleyball and matches that have gone on so far this week. Of course, the Governors played at home on Tuesday night, but dropped a 4-set verdict to the Huron Tigers 3-1. Match the Governors would definitely love to have back. Aberdeen, meanwhile, went to Mitchell and straight set at the Colonels, although 2 of those 3 were 25-23 wins. They did have a 25-11 dominating win in the second set. Then on Friday night, last night, the Governors fell to O'Gorman, and scores in that one. And Pierre played pretty decent in the first couple of sets, but O'Gorman won 25-21. They scored the last, let's make that 25-15. They scored the last 4 points of that set, that opening set, to kind of win it going away by 10. Then 25-18, but 25-9 in the last game, a game that was 12-8 before the Knights put together a 12-point scoring rally. Governors struggled down the stretch, but still, all in all, I thought they played pretty well against one of the top teams in South Dakota, and the O'Gorman Knights. Also yesterday, a kind of an upset in Sioux Falls, but Roosevelt, who's been playing pretty well, they defeated Sioux Falls Jefferson 3-0. 25-18, 25-20, 25-16. Mitchell got a straight set win over T Area, who has not defeated a AA team yet this year, just 1 win on the year. And then there was a East-West tournament event. You had teams from the East, Brandon Valley, Harrisburg, Brookings, Watertown, Yankton. They all went out west, excuse me, and played Rapid City, Stevens, Central, Sturgis, and Spearfish. And a quick rundown of scores in that one. Rapid City Central, and these are best 2 out of 3. Central beat Yankton 2-0. Spearfish over Brookings 2-0. Watertown straight set at Rapid City Stevens. It was Brandon Valley over Sturgis. Harrisburg beat Douglas in straight sets. Brookings fell to Rapid City Central 2-1. Watertown beat Spearfish. First loss since September. They'd run off about 18 or 19 in a row before that. Then Stevens blanked Yankton. It was Harrisburg over Sturgis easily. Brandon Valley over Douglas in 2 sets. Watertown beat Rapid City Central. Spearfish got a 2-0 win over Yankton, and Rapid City Stevens defeated Brookings 2-0. So the updated power rankings right now, after O'Gorman's win last night and Sioux Falls Jefferson's loss, it's O'Gorman now vaulting up into the 3 spot. Sioux Falls Jefferson falls to the 4. Meanwhile, it's still Harrisburg at 22-0. Sioux Falls Washington 17-3. That's your 1-2. Then after O'Gorman and Jefferson, now Watertown 21-5 is the 5 seed. Roosevelt with a big win last night, still at 6 at 16-9. Aberdeen Central, with Spearfish losing 1 match yesterday, has passed the Spearfish Spartans. It's Central now in the 7 spot, 11-5. Spearfish at 21-8 falls to the 8. Brandon Valley moves up to 9 at 14-11. Then Sioux Falls, Lincoln, Rapid City Stevens, Brookings in the 12. Rapid City Central, Huron 13-14, and Pierre still 15th right now with the 6-11 mark ahead of Douglas, who is 11-18. Still Yankton, Mitchell, Sturgis, and T Area, the 4 on the outside looking in of a would-be Sodak 16. Pierre would right now go to Sioux Falls, Washington in the 15-2 match if the Sodak 16 were to be played today. Aberdeen Central would have a decent matchup as a 7 seed, but still a pretty tough opponent in Sioux Falls Lincoln, who right now is the 10 seed if the Sodak 16 were today. That's still a few weeks away. We still have 2 weeks of the regular season after today left to go. There's your state of volleyball in South Dakota. Brought to you, well, not brought to you by anybody. That's brought to you by us, your River 92.7 sports team. Let's get into keys to success. They're brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll get back and get the keys to success going, starting first with Kerry Wheelhouse, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
It's time for the keys to success, back-to-back for the Governors as they take to the court once again on the road this time in Aberdeen. We're with Kerry Wheelhouse to talk keys to success, starting with last night's pretty good performance overall against a very good O'Gorman team. And, we talked last night about how you had that dig or die mentality, and really I think you did a lot of fine digging and set up a lot of plays for yourself. That's how it's supposed to be done, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's especially against a team like that with O'Gorman, as much offensive different looks that they have, you have to play that kind of a mentality and just be ready for anything that's going to come over the net. And it's going to come over the net pretty hard at you. So that does make it a little bit easier to pick some of that stuff up instead of, the tips and the little flicks over. Makes it a little easier, but we just got to be ready for it at all times.
Dig or die, it was. So I was trying to think of another alliterative battle cry, I guess, that would kind of add some offense to that now. So it's either swing or be swept or something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. We need to keep swinging like we did last night. The girls even saw it, and they're like, oh, we were swinging and it worked. And I'm like, yeah, we are working with that. So keep doing that again today and changing up. We kind of had a happy mistake happen yesterday when with the different numbers, we wrote the wrong numbers in the lineup, and it ended up being something that worked really well. So we're going to try that again today and see if maybe we can change a couple little things on the court to make us a little more successful.
All right. With Aberdeen Central 2 weeks ago, you played them pretty well, even though they had a little more firepower, a little more maybe blocking presence, which is per usual for the Golden Eagles. Anything you've seen? They've only played a couple of matches since, and really not a lot to go on, I suppose, since you last played them.
Yeah, not a lot. They don't have as many offensive weapons as, like O'Gorman was last night. So hopefully we can come into this and just keep that momentum from last night of how well we played and use that against a team that has maybe not as much power coming at us from the other side. Certainly,
as well as you competed against them last time, you can probably come in here and hopefully perform pretty well again.
Yeah, we were talking about it. This is the stage where we lost out last year at the SODAC 16, and our seniors really want to kind of avenge that. And, this will be the third game that we'll play against them. And usually it's pretty hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. So we're hoping to avenge all of those losses and get back in that win column.
Got to stay confident and continue to build on that. Hopefully the way the match ended last night doesn't cut into that, though.
Yeah, exactly. We kind of, lost our, momentum and lost our concentration. And, it just seemed like we kind of had given up on ourselves in that last set. So hopefully they come out, and are ready to fire today.
All right, keys to success for the Eagles game.
For the Eagles game today is just to really get our offense swinging again like we were last night, and then be that dig or die mentality.
All right, Coach, go get them. Hey.
Thank you.
That's Kerry Wheelhouse, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach's comments, keys to success in our pregame, brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We'll step aside, hear from them, and then we speak with Jackie Bindenagel for the second time this year, the head coach of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. As keys to success continue in our Governor pregame. This is Governor Volleyball.
Did you know 16 million Americans suffer from dry eye? Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marso of Central Dakota Eye Care. Along with providing comprehensive eye exams evaluating vision and health of your eyes, we now offer IPL dry eye treatments. OptiLight IPL is a new, innovative light therapy treatment for dry eye and is FDA approved. Also available at our clinic are dry eye products and supplements. Call us today, 224-6128, for more information and to schedule an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Our keys to success will continue with Jackie Bindenagel, the head coach of Aberdeen Central. Long time no see, Coach.
Yeah.
Just a couple of weeks ago, we saw you in Pierre, and we saw a pretty good match between Pierre and Aberdeen. But let's start with your last match Tuesday night. You had a straight set win over Mitchell, but two of those of the three, very competitive. You know, you get to this point of the year and you realize, even though on paper you might be heavily favored, but you never know what teams are pulling out or how your girls are going to perform. It's just, everybody's trying to play their best this time of the year.
Yeah, down the stretch, some of those teams that might not even make playoffs can put up a decent fight against some teams at the top. I mean, Yankton is another one. They don't have a ton of wins, but they're a very respectable team right now. So I thought that Mitchell played well, and it took us a while to get going, but we did come out of there on top. So
you find in cases like that, even you can lose a little bit of focus, and you have to guard against that too.
Yeah, we did. We played really well in set 2 down there and won 25-11, and then took off in set 3 and just made a ton of errors down the stretch. So we were fortunate to hang on and win that third set.
All right, so here you go with Pierre again, and they're still kind of looking for their wins, and but still a team that's always able to compete. And you saw that 2 weeks ago. I thought they played pretty well against. Obviously, your girls have been playing well most of the year.
Yeah, Pierre is always good. They just have athletes. They understand the game, and I think they're well coached. So we know we need to play well today in order to beat them again.
What was the real difficulty they gave you that maybe you hadn't seen on film, perhaps back then?
Well, they're a good serving team, and we did not pass real well that day, and then that kind of disrupted our offense. And then we started to just make a lot of errors, and they were able to run their offense more than we were. You've
really only had a couple of matches since then, and otherwise it seems like a lot of practicing for you lately.
It's been a lot of practicing, which we need. Down the stretch, we want time in the gym just to fix those things headed into postseason.
It answers my question, which you prefer, I guess. You want to maybe play a lot of volleyball mid-season and then just continue to prepare and get ready as you go to the postseason?
Yeah, absolutely. After today, we have a Tuesday match, and then we have another whole week until we play again. That's exactly what we want right now. So I really like our schedule.
Because everybody's staying healthy, hopefully, and
yes,
let's keep it that way, right?
Absolutely.
All right, this time around against the Govs, anything different you expect? Or, especially the quick turnaround just offers you, I think, another opportunity to focus on your own side of the net, doesn't it?
And that's really what it comes down to. I don't think they've had any major lineup changes from what I've seen on film, so we know they're going to come out and they're going to go to their middles a lot, and they're going to play some good defense and serve the ball well.
All right, keys to success for the Eagles then?
We need to run our offense, and we need to just stay aggressive and hit some different shots.
Coach, always appreciate your time. Going to wish you the best of luck through the postseason, all right?
Thank you.
We're not going to see it.
No.
This time around.
This time around, yeah.
Jackie Vindenagel, head coach of Aberdeen Central. Last year it was Pierre against Aberdeen here in this building, as Coach Kerry Wheelhouse mentioned, with Aberdeen winning that one in 5 sets. That after Pierre won the first 2 games of that match, and it was Aberdeen going on to the state tournament. Of course, we're still a few games to go in the regular season, but keys to success with both head coaches, brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Let's move into starting lineups in this one. The starters come to us courtesy of Envirotech, and we'll meet the Golden Eagles once again here in this match, starting with right down the list. Kennedy Withers is a 5'6" junior hitting on the right side. She's a left-handed swinger and hard-hitting hitter on the outside, even though just 5'6". Camden Borg hits on the outside. She's a freshman at 5'8". The setter is Olivia Miller, 5'7", and a sophomore. We'll see Amelia Reif, a 5'10" junior, in the middle, and Carly Nyman, a 5'10" sophomore middle hitter. And then watch out with Lauren Burkhardt, the 6'1" senior, or sophomore rather, on the outside. Starting 6, Kennedy Withers, Camden Borg, Olivia Miller, Amelia Reif, Lauren Burkhardt, Carly Nyman. Talon Clefman, a 5'7" junior, is the libero for Aberdeen Central. May see Maddie Sandvig, a senior, in the back row. Kennedy Osborne, a senior, back row player as well in different rotations. For Aberdeen Central, 11-5 on the season, number 7 in the power rankings as we begin this match today. Starting lineups brought to you by Envirotech and Pierre. Let's hear from them and the Governors starters coming up next. This is Governor Volleyball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use the mobile app Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule due to weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Envirotech has you covered with the starting lineup for the Pierre Governors. Ava Swenson, a defensive specialist in the back row, 5'5", and a senior. Allie Keys, who started last night, a 5'8 sophomore in the middle, along with, we'll see Ellie Browers up there too, a 5'7", and a senior. And also starting setter Molly Olson, a 5'6 sophomore. Addie Soma, another setter, 5'9", and a senior. And on the outside, J.C. Bauer, the 5'10 senior, with Campbell Cronin in the middle at 5'11 and a senior. Swenson, Keys, Bauer, Cronin, Olson, Soma, the starting six, with Browers in there too. Sloan Waldron, a setter at times, and Kira Gossman, the front row outside hitter. Also Grace Hanton, the 5'8 senior for the Pierre Governors, 6-11 on the season. Head coach by Carrie Wheelhouse, assisted by Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, and Peyton Gall. The Golden Eagles, again coached by Jackie Pindenagel, with assistants Steph Daly, Maya Stolp, Kayla Nicholson, and Mia Fries. Starting lineups from Envirotech in Pierre. The other starting lineup is the naming of our game officials. We will get them here. Let's do those right now. The starting lineups are coming up first, and then we'll have our national anthem here at Golden Eagle Arena. Today's game officials of the law on the court. They're brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. We saw Joe Auk at Riggs High Gym last night. She is here today, again, working in this one, but she'll be the floor official, the R2. Michael Blagan is the R1, who will be on the ladder. In the corners, the line judges are Maddie Breitenbach and Lisa Shriver. Thanks to all of them for being our law on the court. Thank you for officiating high school sports, which can be and very oftentimes is a thankless job. Michael Blagan, Joe Auk, Maddie Breitenbach, and Lisa Shriver. Game officials, the law on the court, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. That'll do it for our Bank West pregame show. Let's take 3 minutes if we can, and we'll come up with our Comtech opening serve. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official home of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
This is Coach Scott Nye from your Pierre Governors and the team at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, where we focus on coaching something just as important, your finances. Everyone needs guidance through life's key financial decisions and challenges, not to mention the opportunity to feel confident that their retirement strategy will help them pursue the lifestyle they've dreamed about. As you're looking for the right team to assist you, we're right up the street and ready to provide you the help that can make all the difference. Contact our Pierre office today by visiting rankygray.com.
Job where your work matters. You belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Welcome back to Aberdeen Central and Golden Eagle Arena. Brian Oakland play-by-play with Caleb Brozick on camera. And Aberdeen Central serving first right off the bat. Kennedy Osborne starting in rotation, a 5'4" senior, and the ace up and across and misplayed by the Governors. And Aberdeen Central strikes first. Comtech with the opening serve. Pierre gets the next play up, but it's a little tip across by Allie Keys in the middle. Keys gets another touch up front on a tap by Aberdeen Central, and now Allie Keys with the defensive presence. Aberdeen Central will miss one on their side on a loose ball at the net. So Golden Eagles get the first one with an ace. Governors come up with a game-tying point scored. And we've got a 1-1 start. Molly Olson serving first for the Govs. You see the Governors in road black. If you're watching this one, here's a good block up front and a good keep alive by the Governors. Aberdeen Central had the block of J.C. Bauer. Now Kennedy Withers will tap across. Swenson is there. Olson will run it down. Now another block. And Bauer, who just went softly across, kind of relaxed on it. You got a block up front here by Carly Nyman. And Aberdeen Central will come back with that 2-1 lead. Apologize for the throat. I had to have some popcorn here at Aberdeen Central beforehand. And that's what you do when you come up here to Golden Eagle Arena. They butter it well. It's one of my favorite things about it. Taylon Clefman serves, and the Governors dig it back, but it's over and out of bounds. And now ranging over is Ava Swenson to try to play the next one, but this one heads wayward to our right. And back-to-back aces, 3 aces already in the first 4 points for the Golden Eagles in serve. Clefman from the far court to the near. Swenson able to play this one to Molly Olson, who will bump pass out to J.C. Bauer, and Bauer with a 2-hand push down the line to the back left corner, and that'll score. So the Governors with a side out here. Back within 2 serving 4. Back to serve is Allie Keys. Allie playing in place of Savannah Fullerton, who was unable to play last night and not in action today as well. Here comes Withers. Governors dug up Aberdeen Central once, but they won't dig up the tip here by Kennedy Withers, who has roots in the Pierre area herself. Just a one and done for the Governors, and it's 5-2 Golden Eagles. Withers with the left hand serves as she rotates to the back row. Played up by Bauer. And then a whiff by Campbell Cronin out on the left side. Bump pass by Grace Hanton, the libero, back to the left side, and the Governors a little bit out of sorts, and an early timeout here called by Carrie Wheelhouse. And might be one of the earliest timeouts in any game she's called all season long. But timeouts in our broadcast are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We're underway. It's 6-2 Golden Eagles. Here, this is Governor Volleyball.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dimmick Cheese
Back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Governor Volleyball on the air here, your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7. 3 serving 6, the Governors have it back in that timeout, which didn't take very long. Kennedy Withers came up for Aberdeen and left one in the net for a miss. Now the Governors swinging with Ellie Browers out on the left side, blocked back. Once again, the good block here by the Eagles. And now a hot shot from Lauren Burkhardt, who will come up on the Golden Eagle left side, more of our right side, but she'll angle it back, and we have a 7-3 Golden Eagle lead. Burkhardt hits hard, strong player. Now she's back to serve. Comes up on the run, gets a dying Quail down in front of Grace Hatton. Hatton tried to get underneath it, could not. Those Golden Eagle players on the bench, they all come to a dive and slap the floor a little bit. They've been busy even on the bench, because that's 4 aces so far out of the first 8 points for the Golden Eagles. 8 serving 3. Here comes Burkhardt. Golden Eagles in home white today. Royal blue numbers and cuffs. And gold trim as well. Another tip here by the Governors. Here's a swing to the edge, and from the middle, it's missed by Amelia Reif. Good tracking on that one by the Governor back line, and it'll be a Governor serve on side out with a trail 8-4. You're just underway, playing a 3 o'clock start time. Governors and Golden Eagles. Ellie Browers, the server this time. Another left-handed player, of course. Hatton will come to cover up the short one. Now the redirect for Campbell Cronin toward the pole, and a nice job to put it back in play by Olivia Miller. Aberdeen clears out, and now Addie Soma on the right side tries to cross court one with feet on the floor, and that one is out of bounds. Bit of an unforced miss this time by the Governors, something they have to really guard against. Pierre's got 4 points on the board, but it's all been side outs and nothing else. And now serving for the Eagles is Abigail DeVries, who checks in off the bench. She'll serve. And Pierre will swing from the middle. Soma this time. Good opportunity, good effort, but this one just goes a little bit long. Past the middle back, and it's 10-4. Pierre played a 25-23, 25-19, 25-21 match against the Eagles 2 weeks ago. So far, we're not seeing that level of play from the Governors, as Aberdeen Central will set up on the return. Pierre free-balled it back, and this is Carly Nyman, who has a block point in this one. Now she gets her first kill, and the Eagles are already screaming out to an 11-4 lead. Serve here from DeVries will miss, however. Low in the net, second miss in serve for the home team. Now it is Hatton, who is back to serve. DeVries checks out, and Amelia Reif will join her. Libero Taylin Kleffman back on for Aberdeen Central. Kleffman's wearing a black jersey with the blue numbers and gold trim for the Eagles. Pierce setting up outside left, and a good shot here this time. That's good for Kira Gossman. Set up by Soma. Gossman good on her first swing of the day, and the first service point of the day here in this first set for the Governors. Still trailing 6-11. And Withers will play it up. Kleffman with a bump pass out left side. The attempt by Cameron Borg is no good. Here's a swing for Keys in the middle. That's blocked and defended. Aberdeen will tap it back. Hatton to Sloan Waldron. Back row attack here, just long by Alexis Schleckaway. Schleck, the 5'7" junior, into the back row, but here with their third error. And they'll settle for just 2 in serve that time. 12-6. Aberdeen Central with Borg serving it up. Waldron will run down the first pass. Keys will tap it out on the run. Aberdeen bringing it to Kennedy Withers. Here's Waldron looking to dig it just a little bit late, and this one goes to her right, over and out of bounds. Kennedy Withers with kill number 2, her first swinging kill of the day. The other one was a tap down the line. 13-6, a touchdown lead here for the Golden Eagles, and a net serve. Nice job to keep it off the floor by Keys. Pierre will tap it. Aberdeen touches it up front. They do get a nice pass out to Withers. A little bump assist this time by the libero Taylin Kleffman, and Withers scores her second in a row. And the Eagle lead back up to 8 now. In fact, this is as big as it's been. Aberdeen's getting 3, maybe 4 at a time, with the Governors. They've only had 2 once, along with 4 side outs. Diving keep alive by the Eagles, and now a swing on the left side is down the line. And in fair play, Camden Borg will score here. 15-6. Golden Eagles looking strong. Governors playing a back-to-back second match here in about an 18-hour span. Here's Soma to the back row, but that's just a little bit long. Patty Soma, usually pretty good court vision, usually pretty good on the pushes and the power taps, but this one just missed. And another one to make it a 10-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Good setup this time. Good pass. It's Waldron to Allie Keys out on the left side, and Keys came up with a little bit of power behind this one. Hit the block, and it went straight down. And the Governors with their third kill so far as a team here in game number 1. They've got a hill to climb. They trail 7-16. 7 serving 16. Ava Swenson sends one away, left to right, near court to far. Swenson staring down Withers, and she'll dig that one up, but then as Waldron keeps it out of the net, she tried to get back away and ran right in to the area that Addie Soma was patrolling. Soma's attempt to push it away got a little interrupted, and she'll miss it into the net. So back to a 10-point lead again for Aberdeen Central. Now Kennedy Osborne to serve it away. Soma, soft touch on the first pass. Waldron out to Keys. It's blocked back to her. Actually, that's J.C. Bauer. Now a tap blocked back again. Pierce sends it right back. Here come the Eagles, and a swing for Lauren Burkhardt. That's dug, but then the Governors going after it, and a loose ball at the net. Pierre will bring the net down a bit. And a net violation. 6 errors for Pierre, and now second timeout that needs to be called by Coach Wheelhouse. A Coca-Cola break in the action. Timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We pause for 30 seconds. 18-7. All Aberdeen so far, but a lot of volleyball to play yet here on a Saturday afternoon. We're back in 30. This is Governor Volleyball.
Making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Dakota Pro Air.
Back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Arena, always a good place for high school sports. Aberdeen Central feeling right at home on their home court, of course. Leading 18-7. We're in game number 1. Welcome back to Aberdeen and Governor Volleyball here on River 92.7. Governors get it right coming out of it. And Soma to Waldron to J.C. Bauer, swinging left side, and the kill is good. Side out right back to the Governors. Last night it was dig or die. The Governors probably played some of their better volleyball at times against a really good O'Gorman team. Here comes Burkhardt. She'll try left side. Pierre's block causes her to swing away from that, and Aberdeen will commit their 4th hitting error of the early goings here. Pierre back within single digits, now 18-9, serving from the left to the right. This is Molly Olson, so the first rotation is complete as the first server of the match. Osborne for Aberdeen, Olson for Pierre have got a second opportunity. Here comes a power tap and a backhand attempt by Ellie Browers as she also tries to avoid the block, but she'll miss it down the right sideline. Back to the Eagles to serve. 19-9. Good one coming from Taylin Clefman. First pass up to Molly Olson. Swing for Bauer on the right side. Threads needles, but it's just out of bounds. And the error numbers are really mounting here in this first game for the Governors. They've got 8 so far, 20-9. Swenson underneath it. Olson then, and a free ball back from Ellie Browers. They left to defend now, and Aberdeen had some trouble themselves. Here with an opportunity. Browers, line drive, out of bounds. Actually, they called a 4-hit violation there, but the shot missed. I'm not sure where my good friend Joe Out came up with 4 touches on that. But anyway, it is 20-10. Nope. Actually, there was a net violation called. That's the 4. It was Kennedy Withers who comes up with a kill. So it was Pierre's serve. Allie Keys had a serve. Grace Hanton back in. And Withers with her 4th kill, and will update the score to 21-10. Here's Olsen getting the first pass. Good shot by Campbell Cronin, but Burkhardt does a nice job in digging that one out. She'll clear it back, and a shot for Bauer, but no good. Pierre is asking. Actually, Hanton maybe more of a routine to ask for a tip and a touch on that one, but they won't get it. 22-10, all Eagles here, game number 1 as they serve again. Left-handed push back by Ellie Browers. Now Withers off the 10-foot line is dug up. Here's Cronin, and that's good for Pierre. Campbell Cronin, the one player I think that Pierre really needs to get more heavily involved. Time and time again was held to just 2 kills last night against O'Gorman, but still, more often than not, when CC swings, the ball's heading the other direction with quite a head of steam on it. Cronin misses this one, though. Tried to get it back from Molly Olsen, who was off the net a bit. Cronin herself tried to come up to the net. It's actually the second time Campbell has taken her eye off the ball. But again, give her the time and a good set pass, and she can be quite a weapon. Aberdeen line, drives one across from Burkhardt. Pierre returns and then pushed back by Withers. Now another chance here, but Olsen set up for Cronin this time, mistimed. She wanted a quick set, didn't get it. And the Governors continue to be out of sorts here in this opening game. Aberdeen already to a game point situation, leading 24-11. Burkhardt serves. Browers to Schleck away, free balled out by Hanton, all from the back row. Here's a block up front by Cronin for the Governors on an attempt by Reif, but a back row attack to Burkhardt, and she will crush one through the defense, and Aberdeen Central makes quick work of the Governors in game number 1, scoring the last 3, and on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's Aberdeen 25 and Pierre 11. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We'll pause for 2 minutes, and we'll come up for game number 2 here from Golden Eagle Arena at Aberdeen Central High School. We're back in 2. This is Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Govs. River 92.7 at drgnews.com.
Family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building building partnerships for life.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Governors to serve first. First serve sponsored by Comtech in Pierre. Golden Eagles will make their switches. Amelia Reif out. Taylon Clefman in at libero. Also Campbell Cronin for the Governors in place of Grace Hanton. Ryan Oakland, USD grad. Caleb Brozick on camera. SDSU grad? Attendee? Grad? Good job. State U playing tonight. So may the best team win in that one. I think I know who that's probably going to be. Meanwhile, upset spike, first set of the second game, or first serve up in the second set, goes to Kennedy Withers, and she will put her 5th kill of the afternoon down. Kennedy's got the hot hand so far for the Eagles, but Aberdeen Central serving, and the first one for Kennedy Osborne is no good, as that misses on the near sideline. So another 1-1 start. That's how the first game started, but Aberdeen Central was able to just consistently put 3 and 4 points together. Here's a Burkhardt swing. Cronin there with the block, tried to keep it alive, but to no avail, and Lauren Burkhardt will collect her 3rd kill of the afternoon. Withers serving now. Hanton with a good pass up. Molly Olson leaving it back, set to J.C. Bauer, and this one heads back in the other direction, as Bauer will pick up her 3rd kill. Bauer will rotate to serve. 2 serving 2, second set. Governors, at least in the first 4 points, look a little bit better off than they were last time. Here's Aberdeen swinging but missing wide, however. The Governors are ruled in the net, and that might have been Browers perhaps trying to defend. So a net violation that gives Aberdeen Central the point. Governors were ready to serve, but they have to roll it back to the other side of the net. Now it's Burkhardt's turn. The Golden Eagles in home white today. Burkhardt, nice line drive. Schleckaway, though, with a good pass up front. Miscommunication, however, again between the setter and the attacker on the Governor's side. Olson popped one up a little too high for Campbell Cronin. Cronin tried to make a second effort at it, but it's over and out of bounds. Some things late in the season you wouldn't really expect, as far as the timing and the route running and things like that for the Govs. Pierre has it back, but they'll have to free ball it. Here's Withers to the setter, Olivia Miller. She will leave it with Amelia Reif. And Reif with her first kill, this one coming from the middle. And Aberdeen Central takes a 5-2 lead early on in set number 2. Burkhardt ready to serve again. This time, however, it hits the top of the tape and stays on the Golden Eagles side. 4 misses in serve so far for Aberdeen Central. Turn for Ellie Browers once again. Ellie with a left hand, ready to go. Steps into it. It's a good one, and it's across. Clefman plays it in the wrong direction. Nice run down by Amelia Reif, though. Aberdeen Central gets it back, and then on the first touch by Gossman, didn't get it up high enough to get the setter time to run it down. So another gift point by the Governors. But again, Reif able to make that play, and I'm not sure. That turns into a kill. It was only one touch by the Govs. I think it was perhaps Withers who pushed it away. Now serving is DeVries off the bench for the Golden Eagles, but she'll send one long. Here hanging in there a bit. At 4, serving 6 now. Hanton's turn to serve as Cronin checks out of the front row. Second touch over from Miller. Soma back in there. She'll send one out. This one touched up front. And Kira Gossman with a good swing off the block over the defense and still fell in play. Inbounds, and the Governors with a good offensive point there. They haven't been in system a whole heck of a lot so far, but they got it that time. See if they can continue to find a rhythm here in game number 2. 6-5 Aberdeen. There's a dig by Schleck away, but it's back to the net. However, trying to put it away is Camden Borg, and she is ruled with a net violation. The Governors get a big break here. Borg hit that ball, but it ended up, I think the ball went into the net, but Joe Auk saw also the follow-through in the hand of Borg in the net. Whistle blows, and we've got a tie game. Second game, 6-6. Aberdeen not in system on the return of this Grace Hanton serve. They'll send it back. Schleck away to Waldron. Back set wasn't where it needed to be for Soma. So Pierre free balls it out. Soma back up defensively. Borg swings, but nobody to cover up off of the Soma block in the middle of the front line. And Camden Borg will score her second kill. 3 for the Govs to tie it up. Now 1 for the Eagles to take a 7-6 lead. But again, Aberdeen Central starting to struggle in serve as they commit their 4th service error. Miller leaves one in the net. 4 helpers in serve from Aberdeen Central. Another one on the floor. 5 errors overall. Governors with 7 points on the board. We've got a 7-7 tie. Game 2, Aberdeen won the first one easily, 25-11. Swenson with a good knuckling serve. Aberdeen doesn't get in system on this one. They push it back. Waldron to Bauer, who palms it on the run. Now up to Withers, tap, no good. It stays on her side, 4-touch violation. And for the first time today, the Pierre Governors have a lead. Second set, 8-7. And even with that, Aberdeen, a bit of an unforced error, but I would say it's in some respects they're playing with a little bit more energy, and maybe the Golden Eagles got a little too cute on that last point. Here's Swenson, however, sends one long, and that'll tie it back up. That's the first service error for Pierre. Aberdeen's got 4 in this game, and 6 overall on the day. Governors will swing out right side, but Soma misses it from right to left. Tried to go across the court. Aberdeen's back in front. Set 2. 9 serving 8. This is Osborne serving. The return back to the net. Soma has to punch it across, and now the Golden Eagles got all the Governors leaning to their right, but it's hit back to the left by Lauren Burkhardt. Burkhardt with 4 kills, 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Eagles now back to a 2-point advantage at 10-8. Here's a good cut, swung by Bauer. Aberdeen's in the net. Eagles were defending, and it won't be a kill this time for Bauer, but it will be a point as the Governors try to do everything they can to stay with the Golden Eagles a little bit better here in game number 2. First one got away from them. Molly Olson serves, and another miss for the Governors, back-to-back service errors. Both of them going long. They must have the air conditioners on, blowing from behind the Governors. It's 11-9. Serve this time played up by Browers. Soma will set it back to Bauer, and the attempt to dig that one, line drives back to the net. No second play for the Golden Eagles, and J.C. Bauer will score. Actually, they said Olson. I think it may have been Olson to assist, but Bauer, I believe, was the one who had the swing. Here's Withers coming back through the block. This one falls out of the reach of the diving Allie Keys, who was on to serve. And Kennedy Withers has another, unofficially 7 so far for Kennedy. 12-10, Golden Eagles, good second set going on so far. Here, swinging off the net, and it is good. It falls fair as Bauer will pick up her 5th kill. J.C. Bauer has had some good offensive output here, a number of matches of late. The Governors have not been able to spread the wealth quite so much. Certainly not like they did when they had their last win against Yankton. It's a swing for Gossman, and that one was not timed properly. Gossman hits it up. And when you hit it up, it's going to go long. Now 13-11. Aberdeen with a 2-point advantage. Lauren Burkhardt, the 6-foot sophomore, 6'1" even, is in. Sister Peyton, an SDSU grad. Peyton actually will be the head girls basketball coach for the Golden Eagles this year. Pierce swings in the middle, and Reif is there standing her ground. That's an ace block for Amelia Reif, and the Governors will take a timeout here. 14-11, about halfway through game number 2. The Governors playing better, but still with work to do as they try to even this match at a set apiece. Aberdeen trying to go up 2-0. 30-second Coke break, and we're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
It's more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey Josie, why so glum, chum? I can't find a way to get my whole group to one spot without taking all these cars. You haven't heard of Denwall Transportation? They have luxury seating buses with air conditioning, outlets to charge your phone, and other must-haves for traveling. Whoa, no way! Yeah, you should check them out. Where can I find them? You can follow them on Facebook or denwalltransportation.com, or hey, let's give them a call at 605-532-3836. Denwall Transportation, let us do the driving.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Just a little bit. They only had 8 kills in that first set. The Governors with a whole lot of errors to help their cause. Here comes Brewers. Nice shot. Nice, good back set here for the Governors as Molly Olson has a nice run this time in set. She'll check out. Brewers will rotate back. Ellie with her first kill, and that's another thing I'd like to see the Governors, as Brewers been really swinging well of late. Had to kind of get things covered up a little bit. Here is a kill from Reif over on the left side, but Ellie Brewers early on, once the Governors started using her more as a hitter in addition to setting. She hit a lot of them long, but I think she's really been swinging well and been able to keep things down much better lately. And with the power that she has, she can be quite a weapon up front too. 16-12. Governors tap the return of serve, and now a chance for Carly Nyman. And this one is over and down on the left side of the Governor front line. 5-point lead for the Eagles. Again, up a set. They won that first one 25-11. Hanton returns the serve here. Gets it to Waldron, pushed away by Campbell Cronin from the 10-foot line. Now Waldron has it up to Soma. Outside, Gossman is good. Kira Gossman with her third kill, second in this set. Here with a side out coming back. Staying with the Eagles much better here in this second game, but despite a brief lead at 8-7, Aberdeen got it back and they built it to 5. Now back to 4 on a Hanton serve here. Soma blocks, puts it up, but it's back over. Aberdeen with a chance to set up again, and this one misses. Camden Borg from the near side of the far. I think given another look, I kind of thought that ball ended up right on the sideline, but the line judge says, nope, just missed. And the Govs will take it. However, Grace Hanton will miss short in the net. Pierre didn't have a service error in the first game. Now they've got 3 in their last, I think, 5 service attempts. Here in the second. 18-14. Taking a little trip with Olivia Miller serving. Gossman misplays it, but a good keep alive by Allie Keys. Back bumped away. Now coming with it is Withers. Waldron reaches to try to dig, and that may have gotten in the eyesight of Schleckaway, who could not keep it in play. Kennedy Withers with 4 kills so far in each set. Serving once again from the far side is Olivia Miller. Waldron to Soma, and this one is wide. This will go to Aberdeen. Actually, the line judge was blocked as far as her view of the sideline by a diving Golden Eagle player, but Michael Blagan on the ladder, I believe, had a good enough look at it. That is a miss for Pierre. I think that was a good call. Pierre gets it back to the net on the return of serve. Borg is there to hammer it home. Too easy. As Pierre misplays the serve return, and suddenly, as Pierre has been hanging right with Aberdeen Central, now the Eagles have scored 4 in a row and they lead by 7. 21-14 with 4 to go here in the second set. Gossman, though, with a good swing down the line, and that one hits the back end line. And it's not Gossman, it's Allie Keys. That'll be her second kill of the day. 15 serving 21. Gov's got to go here in game 2. Ava Swenson checking into the back row as Gossman sits out of the front row. No second touch, and Aberdeen got spun around here off of the return of serve by Maddie Sandvig. It wasn't a bad return, even though it wasn't really as airborne as she would hope, but Swenson with the first ace of the day, served by the Govs. Here, Clefman will send one up to the setter. The blocking not there, as it is Withers who pulls the string. Comes up with another one. We have Kennedy Withers with 6 kills on the board. I've got her with 9. There was only one of them that I really wasn't sure about. 22-16. Swenson ducks away from the serve from Kennedy Osborne this time. Osborne is long. And it's back to the Govs quickly. Still a 5-point deficit. 17 serving 22. Out goes Soma. And Waldron in is Molly Olson to serve. J.C. Bauer back in up front along with Keys and Browers, and this hot shot for Olson is misplayed by the Eagles, and Olson will pick up an ace. 22-18. Governors inching closer once again. They'll have to keep it coming. Olson just across the net this time. Played underneath by Clefman. Good pass up and a good angle this time by Lauren Burkhardt on the swing. And Burkhardt with her 5th kill. Aberdeen's got a 23-18 lead. 2 points away from a 2-set lead for the Eagles on a Saturday afternoon. They swept the Govs 2 weeks ago in Pierre. Match that was a little more competitive than this one we're seeing so far. Pierre off the net, and Browers tried to push it over to the other side, but it goes over the net and then falls out of bounds, so a miss here for Pierre. Set point is up for the Golden Eagles, 24-18. Clefman serving for the game, and Swenson returns it right back to the Eagles' side, and it is Burkhardt with the slam dunk, good for point number 25 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. The Golden Eagles are 2 for 2. They win at 25-18. They won the first one 25-11. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We reach halftime, and halftime in our broadcast sponsored by Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial on East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. We're back after a 2-minute step aside. You're listening to Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Back in Aberdeen, a better effort in the second set for the Governors, but still Aberdeen able to run off the last 3 points. And again, 3 points, maybe 4 at a time for the Eagles. That's how they're able to build the leads that they've had. The Governors just haven't had the long service runs, but Pierre has not played as cleanly today as they did last night. Certainly not as cleanly as they did 2 weeks ago, the last time they played these Golden Eagles. Aberdeen outscores them in the kill column this time, 15-7 in the second set. Pierre keeps their error numbers down to 6. They had 11 in the first set. Aberdeen with just 4, though. The Governors do pick up a couple of aces. Aberdeen with none in that second game. But here we go with a Comtech opening serve, and the Govs have to try to tip. But Carly Nyman is there. I think with a little help from Olivia Miller, but a block point to start for the Golden Eagles here. Game number 3 is underway. Eagles will play for the sweep. The Governors will try to stay alive. Hoping for a good third set. Here's a hot shot, Burkhardt. The Governors had a block touch, and then maybe ricocheted just enough away from Alexis Schleckaway. Burkhardt with kill number 7. 2-0 start here. The first time either team has been able to start with a 2-0 lead. In fact, the Eagles scored first in all 3 sets so far, but the Governors would get that second point. Not so this time. Withers with a good shot, dug up. That'll send Browers running after it. She's able to put it back in play, but a free ball back. And a little tapper here this time. Actually, it was a swing for Nyman, but just a little softy from the middle and down on the left front of the Govs. And a third in a row for Kennedy Osborne serving. And the Golden Eagles, right to left across. Osborne, no, will miss this one. She's missed her third one that time. 3-1 now. Just underway in game number 3. Coming up with it, Molly Olsen, left to right. This one will serve away. She's got some dying action on that one, but Kleffman able to play it up. Burkhardt swings and the Govs defend. Now Gossman off the net and past Taylon Kleffman here. Kleffman got a hand on it, but could not keep it in play. And Kira Gossman with kill number 4, swinging better today than she was able to do yesterday. Olsen serves one back again. Kleffman up to Miller. Now Burkhardt out on the left side. Dug back by Schleckaway. Here's a chance for Browers, but Aberdeen defends that with a good block. Burkhardt blocked this time by Allie Keys. Back set, and it's a free ball to Pierre. Pierre, though, could not get enough height on their passes. Pushed it back. Aberdeen returns quickly. Gossman to the back corner. Kleffman is there to dig it high up into the air. Now Burkhardt, palm shot. Reaching as Olsen can't keep it in play for Gossman, though. And this will be another kill for Lauren Burkhardt. Good hustle by Pierre that time, but they'll come up empty. So Golden Eagles lead 4-2. Kleffman serving again. And Browers or Hanton got that one back over to the net, and it's Withers. However, Kennedy is ruled in the net this time, and Pierre catches a break. A big one at that. That was an easy put away, or should have been, for Kennedy Withers. The Governors unable to get a good return of serve. once again on that one. Now it's 3 serving 4. Withers away from the net, palms one back. Good job keeping it off the floor as Olsen will set up outside to Gossman. And Kira Gossman scores another. Pierre draws even, 4-4. And it is Keys to serve from left to right. And Aberdeen, kind of a soft serve, but they didn't get a good play on it. Serve return error here for the Eagles. And I tell you what, I try to keep track of return errors now in addition to other hitting errors. And that is the first serve return error from either team so far, from what I would consider as such. Governors are scrambling. They'll free ball it back here from Schleckaway. Now it's Kleffman for the Eagles, setting it up. Withers tips, and then back to the net by the Govs. Burkhardt couldn't put it away. Olsen was there. Now Gossman has it blocked back, and will get it back and score. A set assist from Allie Keys in the back row. Nice play, though, by Kira Gossman. Keys, who is in there as a hitter, but is playing back row right now because she's serving. And the Governors have run off a few in a row. They lead 6-4. In fact, a 4-0 run for Pierre that'll come to an end as Reif had to reach, but the outstretched fingertips get just enough of the ball to put it down in the Governor campfire. And it's 6-5 Pierre, and Withers serves, but it stays low. And the serve will come right back to the Govs. 7-5. If you're Pierre, this is about the time right now, as Pierre has to check their rotation a little bit. It was Brower's back to serve, but it's Gossman who heads to the back row instead. Gossman doesn't normally serve, so she'll sub out for Ava Swenson. Schleckaway checks out. J.C. Bauer is in up front, joining Browers and Campbell Cronin. I'm not so sure Pierre didn't try something a little bit different here with their rotation in this third set. But Swenson is ready to go in a 7-5 Governor lead. Good return back to Miller, who tries a left-handed hook to no avail, but a block by Burkhardt. Getting the better of Ellie Browers on the attack this time. Burkhardt's first ace block. That's 4 overall for the Eagles. Governors, who are normally what I would consider a pretty good blocking team, don't have any of those tonight. Aberdeen has the 4-0 advantage in that column. Now 6 serving 7. Burkhardt, good shot on serve. Hatton and Swenson kind of converge on that one. Swenson tried, but unable to play it. That's an ace. First since the first set for the Eagles. They have 5 now on the match. 7 serving 7. Burkhardt away. Browers will play it up. Olsen back set, and the running tap is good by Campbell Cronin. Campbell with just her second kill of the day. But again, hasn't really gotten to swing with any regularity. As Burkhardt checks out, Maddie Sandvig is into the back row for the Golden Eagles. Pierre up 8-7. Browers, the server, sends it away. Here's Bauer. But it's over the net, and Reif is there to put it home. That's one of the unfortunate things for the Governors. There's just too many first touches, whether they're serve returns or digs. Just too many returns back to the net, and the Golden Eagles have been able to put a number of them away without even needing to set up in any kind of an offense. Here's Olsen, got too much on that one, feet on the floor. Tried to put an extra ounce of mustard on it. First error for the Governors in set 3, and that gives Aberdeen the lead back at 9-8. Aberdeen up 2 sets, playing for the sweep. Here is out of rotation. And that'll be, well, let's call that a return error then, 10-8. Aberdeen with a gift point. As DeVries is back into serve, there's another one that's returned back to the Eagles, and a nice backhander Little redirect for Olivia Miller. Hanton tried to run it down, but a little bit of hesitation cost her on that one, and Olivia Miller with a spot kill. From the center position, it's 11-8. DeVries, another good serve, aced that one up. Abby DeVries. Like Swenson may have anticipated that a little bit differently, but she was moving into position and suddenly that serve hooked back away from her. Now 5 in a row for the Eagles and they lead 12-8. This will be Brewers setting up. Bauer swings from the middle, no play for Aberdeen. That'll work. This time for Pierre, J.C. Bauer. First kill in a while. She'll match Gossman with a team high 6. Here with a much needed side out. 9 serving 12, the turn goes to Grace Hanton. Left to right, it's away. Sandvig will send Borg out wide. Not the normal setter. Here's a second one over by Olsen, but Aberdeen covers that up. Olsen gets it back, setting up Cronin here. No, that is Keys. Aberdeen thought they had the pancake. Nope. It is Allie Keys with her third kill. She's got 1 in each set. Pierre with a service point. They're back within 2. 10 serving 12. Governors had a really rough start in game number 1. They are slowly improving throughout the day today. Here's a loose ball on the return by the Golden Eagles. It stays on the Governors' side. Cronin swings and scores. Nope, I take that back. That's Bauer again out on the left side. J.C. Bauer with 7, and Pierre starting to play with a little bit better consistency here. We'll try to keep it going. No, Hanton's going to serve this one a little bit long. Not as much of a line drive as she was hoping for that time, and it is 13-11. Eagles in front. They've been leading about 99% of the afternoon here. Swenson, nice bump pass on the run. Bauer, good swing, but Clefman digs it up. Here gets a touch, and it falls fair anyway for Camden Borg. And this time it's the Eagles with a set kill. And Carrie Wheelhouse usually waits until about the halfway mark of a set to call a timeout. She'll take one here. Try to set things up a little bit more. 14-11, Aberdeen on top, set 3. They're hoping for a sweep. We've got more volleyball coming up, but this is a 30-second Coke break. In the meantime, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their
Back
dreams.
to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Governor Coca-Cola timeout. Olivia Miller puts it in play. Molly Olsen with the third hit. Back and out. Here's an Aberdeen attack from Camden Borg on the near side, but she will hit the pin. And that'll be a rare miss here for Aberdeen Central. Governor's side out. As they're within 2, 12 serving 14. The server will be J.C. Bauer. Governors with all road games left. They've got 2 against Brookings and Jefferson after this road game here. Left-handed attempt by Kennedy Withers up on the Eagle left side, and that goes down the near sideline and finds its way down. So a one and done for the Govs. Here, of course, will not have a home game in the Sodax 16 either. And right now, that's actually assuming they make the Sodax 16. And they have some work to do here. Aberdeen gets the return back, but they'll tap it to the Governors. Gossman first one, second one pushed back by Brewers, and now Aberdeen setting it up again. Burkhart comes up empty. Brewers will set up to Gossman. Another free ball back. Here's Clefman, the libero, setting up Withers, and Kennedy with the offhand, able to tap it over the Governor block and down into the campfire. Withers now with 2 in a row. She has 11. 16-12, the Eagle lead, suddenly up to 4 again. Oh, a good serve this time. Olsen deadened it, but it's kept alive by Browers. Good pass over, but Gossman can't clear the net this time. Error number 3 in the set for Pierre. It's 17-12. Olsen plays this one to Browers. Outside, it'll go to Gossman. This one's off the net. Over to the Eagles. Burkhardt to Miller. Kept it alive. They don't get much on the attack. Now Gossman swings. That's a block for Carly Nyman, but it's back to Pierre. Gossman tries again. Cliffman lays out, and a kill as Aberdeen unable to make a play. A good job here by Kira Gossman to stay after it. And it'll be side out to Pierre. Work to do, though. Once again, they trail 17-13. Serving is Olsen. That's in the net. You can see Molly lock and load on that serve. She really tried to hit it with a little extra oomph. She hit it a little more downward than intended. 18-13, Eagles. Inching closer again. Keys will tip and score. Allie Keys this time. Able to score her 4th kill. It's 18-14. And Keys is back to serve. Clefman up to Miller with a good pass. Not much for Burkhardt though on the swing. Cronin swings and Burkhardt stays right there. Stands her ground and blocks. Campbell Cronin denied. And it's back to Aberdeen Central. That was a service point. 19-14, Kennedy Withers to serve. Hatton up to Olsen. Good play. This time the Governor's in system, but Cronin is blocked. Here we'll try again. Gossman that time dug up. And the Eagles to the back line, and it's good for Amelia Reif. 20-14. Governor's running out of time here. They try to stay in play in set number 3. Withers with a good serve. Perfectly placed that one out of the reach of Schleckaway. Kennedy Withers, who has played very well today, scores her first in serve. 21-14. Pierce still has a timeout they can use. Here comes Cronin, and that one's on the back end line. Doves get one for Cronin. 3rd of the afternoon. That ends another 4-point rally by Aberdeen Central. Now a 6-point lead for the Eagles, and it's 21-15. Swenson on to serve here. That one's a cross. Good serve for Ava, but Withers gets underneath it, plays it up. Burkhardt is pushed back by Swenson, then pushed out by Browers. Pierre will get it back. It's Hatton. Swenson, another free ball from Cronin. Second touch over from Miller. Hatton is there. Now Olsen back behind her, down the line, and Browers misses. And Ellie, just by the reaction, really wishes she could have that one back. She tapped it with the right hand. A left-handed swinger, 22-15. With Burkhardt serving, Pierre will holler out. And they'll be right this time. Burkhardt misses for the 2nd time. Pierce staying alive. But Aberdeen Central 3 points away from a 3-game sweep. Sandvig in, Burkhardt out for the Eagles. Browers serves, home run. Much too much on that one. Browers has been serving well, but misses that one. That makes it 23-16. If you're Pierre, bad time for a couple of service errors here with Aberdeen at 20 plus. Abigail DeVries is on with 2 points to go for the Golden Eagles. And make it 1 as the Govs unable to return. Line drive set by Browers, pushed into the net by J.C. Bauer. It is match point for Aberdeen Central. The sweep is imminent right now, 24-16. DeVries no good, but Pierre is ruled out of rotation. Abby DeVries served it right into the net, but the Governors give them the last points. And on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, Game 3 goes to the Golden Eagles, 25-16, a 3-set sweep for Aberdeen Central by scores of 25-11, 25-18, and 25-16. Aberdeen Central with the win advances to 12-5 on the year. The Governors fall to 6-12 with the loss. 2 matches to go for Pierre. The Golden Eagles have 3 left to play. Well, this one to Aberdeen Central, and it was a lot easier than the last time these two teams met. We'll talk about it when we get into our post game, but your final score on the board, once again, sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long when needed with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. 3 minutes and the recap coming in our Family Dental post-game. Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official home of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs. Call Family Dental at 224-7774 today.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Are you looking to make a change? A career, not just a job. Beck Motor Company is seeking a dedicated and skilled general service technician to join our dynamic team. If you're passionate about automotive service and looking for a rewarding career, we want to hear from you. 2 to 4 years required minimum related experience and or training. Flag rate or hourly options available, 401k, free individual health insurance, paid leave, company cabin in the Black Hills, on-site gym, and more. Contact Dave Lemieux at 605-224-5912 or stop by Beck Motors for more information.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
Back in Aberdeen, and this day belongs to the Golden Eagles, a straight set sweep, but a little easier this time around as the Governors struggle. 25-11, 25-18, and 25-16. And for Pierre, who played dig or die mentality last night against O'Gorman, and for the most part that actually helped them improve in their defense in particular, but they swung pretty well last night too. Today though, that first game was loaded with errors, unfortunately. 11 for Pierre, and that helped Aberdeen to a 25-11 lead. They basically just scored 3 or 4 at a time, but Pierre started out just with 4 side outs, and Aberdeen once again leading 8-4, scored 3, and they scored another 5, in fact, to go up by 10 at 16-6. And kind of the rest became academic, and they even scored the last 3 points to win it by 14, 25-11. Govs did play better in that second game. In fact, took their first lead at any point today when they came from 6-3 down to go up 8-7, but that was short-lived. Aberdeen responded with 3 in a row and went up 10-8, and they never trailed in that second set. It did stay tight from 12-11, but give the Golden Eagles a few to 15-12. They led 17-14 and then 22-16. Pierre countered with a couple, but again, the last 3 scored in that game by the Golden Eagles to win at 25-18. Aberdeen got 3 more to start the third set, and Pierre still responded, trailing 4-2. They scored 4 in a row, took a 6-4 advantage in the third, and still led 8-7, but then 5 in a row for the Golden Eagles to give them the lead for good at 12-8. Pierre did pull back within 1 at 12-11, but Aberdeen was still able to hold them off, and once again, a few here and a few there, and more like 1 or 2 at a time for the Governors once they got a side out, maybe a service point at times, but just a cruising 9-point win in that third set for the Golden Eagles, who go 3 for 3 in this one. Aberdeen, since they played Pierre the last time, they did get beat by Harrisburg. Of course, everybody gets beat by Harrisburg, but they then had a 3-set win over Mitchell on Tuesday night earlier this week. Here they beat the Governors to improve to 12-6 on the year. In the scoring columns, I've got a 33-22 advantage for Aberdeen Central. They are led in scoring on my stat sheet by Kennedy Withers, who will finish with 11 kills. Lauren Burkhardt is next in line with 8. Camden Borg and Amelia Reif with 5 each. That's pretty good support for Aberdeen Central. Carly Nyman with 3, and Olivia Miller, the setter, able to get 1 to go for 33 total. 23 for the Govs, led by 7 each from Kira Gossman and J.C. Bauer. Allie Keys will check in with 4 kills, but Campbell Cronin again held to a low number, just 3 kills for the 5'11 senior. Ellie Brower is able to get 1 as well for Pierre, outscored 33-22. And of the 22 kills, I was keeping a little better track of assists today, and I've got Pierre with 19 set assists overall. Molly Olson leading with 9. Addie Soma and Ellie Browers with 4 apiece, also in the assist department. But blocking, which usually Pierre comes up with a few nice efforts, they are blanked in that column. And Aberdeen Central with 5 ace blocks. Lauren Burkhardt and Carly Nyman with 2 each. Amelia Reif gets 1 as well. And Aberdeen leads in serve 7-2 in the ace department. The Governors get aces from Ava Swenson and Molly Olson. Aberdeen gets 2 aces each for Talon Clefman and Lauren Burkhardt. Abby DeVries, Kennedy Withers, and Kennedy Osborne all with 1 each. 6 service errors for Pierre, 10 for Aberdeen Central. But the floor errors, obviously with Pierre starting with 11 in that first set, not a great day as far as that statistical category goes. I've got them at 23 errors overall, even a couple of rotation violations, and unfortunately the last point of the day turned out to be a rotation violation as well. Aberdeen Central goes 5-4-3 in their 3 sets in the error department, and a total of just 12. Pretty well played game, pretty well played match for the Golden Eagles. The Governors, again, back to the drawing board. They've got a good matchup coming up at Brookings on Tuesday night. Obviously, we'll have to play a little bit better. Brookings has been improving throughout the season themselves. We'll talk more about that coming up. Let's take another 3-minute timeout in our post game, sponsored by Family Dental with Pierre in Gettysburg. And we'll be back with big plays of the game coming up. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
And just as proud to offer the finest concrete solutions available for commercial and residential applications, as well as foundation and flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as a basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 an hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 3. That's 833-605-5483, extension 3, and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
This is Coach Scott Nye from your Pierre Governors and the team at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, where we focus on coaching something just as important, your finances. Everyone needs guidance through life's key financial decisions and challenges, not to mention the opportunity to feel confident that their retirement strategy will help them pursue the lifestyle they've dreamed about. As you're looking for the right team to assist you, we're right up the street and ready to provide you the help that can make all the difference. Contact our peer office today by visiting rankygray.com.
Well, we're back in Aberdeen Central, and again, a three-set win for the Golden Eagles. We've got big plays coming up, your player of the game. I want to also look in on the state cross-country meets. The state competitive cheer and dance competitions are going on in Rapid City as well. I'm not able to find immediate results from the competitive cheer and dance, but here's what has happened so far today in the state AA cross-country meets. In the girls' races, Harrisburg goes 1-2. Brianna Riley runs 5,000 meters in 17 minutes and 29 seconds, 11 seconds better than teammate Hannah Genrick. Libby Castelli, who is a distance double winner when the state track meet comes around from O'Gorman, runs 18:06 in third place. Peyton Van Diest of Spearfish in fourth. And your fifth place finisher is Emery Larson, the newest of Pierre Governors on the cross-country team. Of course, kind of grew up in Pierre, then the Larson family moved to Chester. Emery, though, running fifth place today, a time of 18 minutes and 49 seconds. Devin Van Rokel, the second best Governor time with 19 minutes and 58 seconds. But these are individual results. I don't have the team scores just now. Cole Riley of Sioux Falls, Washington wins the AA boys race. Lincoln goes second, third, and fourth. And Sturgis, Brandon Valley, Roosevelt, and the top finish for the Governors is Caleb Morris, who finishes in 8th place, running at 16 minutes and 23 seconds, as Caleb Morris does a good job there, finishing in the top 10. Governors the next best time, well down the line, Jaden Brandt at 71st place, 18 minutes and 13.91 seconds. But a good job for Emery Larson and Caleb Morris. Top times for the Governor cross-country teams at state out at Hart Ranch in Rapid City. Let's talk big plays in our volleyball match today. They're sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And the big plays in this one, there's a number of them. And basically, I'm just going to go with a storyline again. A few serves at a time, service runs for the Golden Eagles. They get 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I don't think they had any more than a 5-point service rally at any one time. Governors were able to kind of keep that down, but Pierre wasn't able to really get much consistency going when they had the serve themselves. And that's how you build leads. Score 3, 4, maybe 5 at a time, and limit your opponent to 1 or 2 at a time, and that's basically how it turned out. Of course, you can factor in errors. The Governors really, I think, just getting off to a rough start today in that first set is the main reason why they're not able to come up with a victory in this one. They really just, they seem to play better in the second and third sets at times, but still, all in all, it just seemed like the Governors out of sorts, unfortunately, on their side of the net. So some storylines of the game, call it big plays of the game, sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. We'll hear from Hermanson's, and we'll also hear from Cowboy Country Stores back in a minute. Your Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game announcement is what's left here in our Governor and Family Dental post game. We're coming right back. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
So Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre with big plays of the game, and we do have your Bauman Lumber, I should say your Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game. And, you know, for Pierre, if you're looking, I think maybe setting-wise, I like the assist total that I've got for Molly Olson today with 9 kills as they try to use her a little bit more, the sophomore. That can open up some opportunities, especially in hitting for Ellie Browers, for Addie Soma in particular. And they also had 4 assists apiece unofficially rather. Kira Gossman swung well today, 7 kills. J.C. Bauer, 7 kills, but still quite low in the total for Campbell Cronin. And just, once again, not the day that the Governors were hoping for coming here. We'll go to Aberdeen Central as we look on their side, and, well, we'll name one of them as Player of the Game, picking up the win today. Your Player of the Game brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we'll finish it off when we come back after this.
Howdy, partners. Did you know that you can save up to 30 cents on a gallon of gas instantly when you use the Sinclair DinoPay app at all Cowboy Country Store locations? It's true, and it's fast, secure, and simple to use. Just go to your app store and download the green DinoPay app, follow the prompts, and save big money at the pump today.
Convenience from the country. Cowboy Country Stores.
Cowboy Country Stores Players of the Game. Well-played match here by the Golden Eagles. Lauren Burkhardt with 8 kills. And Aberdeen, I've got them with 6 players in the kill column. So they're spreading the wealth, and that certainly gives the setter a pat on the back. Olivia Miller, nice job. I think Aberdeen, for the most part, passed pretty well their first touches. They certainly served well. They had 7 aces today, 4 of those in the first set, 3 more in the final set. They also had a pretty good blocking day with 5 of those. Carly Neiman, a good showing up front, and I thought Amelia Reif played well at the net. These are maybe the third and fourth offensive and defensive weapons that you would think of in that front line for the Golden Eagles behind Lauren Burkhardt. And also offensively today belongs to Kennedy Withers. Withers with an ace, but she had 11 kills to lead all scorers in this one, and she just seemed to be the most consistent player on the court. When she swung well, she got swinging kills. She also got tap kills. She scored in a lot of different ways. Kennedy Withers, who does have roots in the Pierre area, Father John, and you know, a Pierre Riggs High grad, and grandparents still live in town as well. Cousins are there too, but we wish the best for Kennedy Withers, our Player of the Game, and her Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles as they will move forward on in the rest of the regular season. Kennedy Withers is our Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game. A t-shirt has already been handed over to her as she and her Golden Eagles defeat the Governors in straight sets today. It's a tough stretch for the Golden Eagles down the rest of the regular season. Their next matchup takes them to Watertown on Tuesday to take on the 5th power-rated Arrows, and then they've got 2 games to close out the last week of the regular season, a Tuesday night match at Sioux Falls Roosevelt, and then a Thursday night match at home against Sioux Falls Jefferson. So they've got the 5 and 6 and 4 seeds left to go. Aberdeen is currently power rated 7, so it's going to feel like postseason for Aberdeen Central as they get going in these last 3 matches. The Governors are next in action at Brookings. We've got a Tuesday night matchup coming up this week ahead. Governors taking on the Bobcats. Will be in the auxiliary gym of Brookings High School, and hope you can join us for that. That'll be a 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock with the opening serve. And the Governors, 1 week after that, will head to Sioux Falls Jefferson to close out the season when Aberdeen is in Sioux Falls taking on Roosevelt. The Governors will be at Jefferson High to close out their regular season. Of course, the Governors, for whatever reason, don't have a match with Roosevelt on the schedule for a few years running now. So, with that said, join us Tuesday night for our next Governor broadcast here on River 92.7. The Governor football team also has a home game on Thursday night. Don't forget about that. That'll be a 5:25 pregame for us. 6 o'clock kickoff Central Time, and the Governors host the Spearfish Spartans. So Tuesday and Thursday, volleyball and football, respectively, in the week ahead here on River 92.7. For those who are taking to the road to head back home, and for whatever the reason, Governors, we should say the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds us all as they celebrate being a part of a team. Remember, buckling up is the best way to save a life in a crash. Do it for your friends and family. You've got someplace to be. A shout out to William Wilson for running the show in studio audio-wise, and for Caleb Brozick right here running camera for us, live ticket. Aberdeen fans can rewatch this game at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page, and also on the DRG News smartphone app. But it wasn't the Governors' day today as they're beaten on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard by the Golden Eagles. Your final scores, 25-11, 25-18, 25-16. Until we meet again on Tuesday night from Brookings for more Governor Volleyball, I'm Brian Oakland. Thanks for being with us today. This has been a presentation of your official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, drgnews.com. Have a good rest of this one, everybody.
This presentation of Pierre Governor Athletics was proudly presented